What should Activision do next? Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 6 or Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4 Remastered? Let's talk about it. What up everybody, welcome to the channel. I am your host Mike Fury and I make informative videos just like this one, so please hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on any future content. And today we are having a Wombo Convo. It's been a while since I've done this. Now do keep in mind, there's absolutely no script. This is just basically me talking to the internet. So without further ado, let's get started. Now, I'm thinking of my games of the year list, right? And I'm thinking of the games that have resonated like heavily. So when it comes to Tony Hawk's, not only is it like a huge like nostalgia boner that I get, because it's one of the games that I remember playing vividly on the PlayStation 1 and then eventually would go on to get Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 4 and just have a complete blast with that game. But like it's one of those franchises that I just love, regardless if like I've never even skateboarded in my life, but I just love Tony Hawk's, the arcadiness of it and just the physics and how pop culture was at the time. Like Tony Hawk's doing the 900, I vividly remember that. Like it was just it resonated with me heavily, right? So I'm thinking Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2, if I'm not mistaken, has sold pretty well, enticing them to actually put some money forward, either to do one or two of the following things. We should get either a brand new Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 6, taking into account that Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 5 was completely like it was terrible, right? But Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 6 would have the budget to actually complete all of this, would have be supervised, would have a lot of the things that any normal game would do. But do keep in mind that there's a certain type of like laziness that comes along with franchises that just have a name already built. It happens with NBA 2K, it happens with any EA Sports title, maybe FIFA, Madden. There's a certain type of laziness, like complacency that kind of settles down, and these companies just think, hey, we don't need to try that much because we know it's gonna sell. Same thing happened with Tony Hawk. We already saw what happened. It was a dumpster fire. It was trash. It was broken, glitches galore. It wasn't made properly, and that's all good. But now that we've seen that Tony Hawk's Pro Skater remake can sell, a 1 and 2 remake can sell and make a splash, because a lot of people, I think that is the best remake of this year, arguably, depending on who you ask, because some people might like the Dark Souls remake. Now it becomes a conversation. Now what do we decide? Do we decide to get a 3 and 4 remake, which would be my desired choice, because 4 by far is my favorite. Like, oh my god, that soundtrack, those parks, the level of just creating your character. I think it had by far the best character creator. It had the best editor. Well, do keep in mind they added all of this towards 1 and 2 remake. So I'm just thinking that now they could grab 3 and 4 and expand it even further, making the parks bigger, making some of these crazy challenges even bigger. Like, I loved going to Alcatraz. Like, it's just so much. And then the special characters, you had Mike Valley there, Jango Fett was there, just being weird as hell. And it was so cool to me at the time, because it was a PlayStation 2 title, and I was like, wow, like they didn't have this time trial limit, which they still brought towards, like it was free roam, so I could go whatever I want. Like, and technically there might be some people out there that are looking forward to like American Wasteland or Underground. Like they might be looking forward to that type where you could actually just walk around and jump on top of stuff, and they're like more of an open world like nature and a certain verticality to it. But I think that we should either get 3 or 4. I think those would be probably the best choice, to remake 3 and 4, because I think that even though they would be a little similar to 1 and 2 in a certain sense, I think 3 and 4, with their open world, with the more openness nature of it and no time limit, would allow us to actually explore some of these well-created parks, and having the same remake team, the same team that did this remake, have them ultimately like design cool things, add a little bit of flair to it, and just make it more colorful, more vibrant. I think it would be completely awesome. Now, there is the prospect of a 6. This is the issue. A 6, skateboarding isn't as big as it was in the early 2000s and in the 90s, and like it's not as prevalent. Like it might be a little bit more mainstream now, like people might be aware of it a little bit more, because that's just how social media is. I've seen a lot of skateboarding videos about people that I don't even know, but I digress. Now, a brand new game would be interesting due to the simple fact that we would have brand new locations that we've never tried out before, right? Like, we can get real creative. For example, in New York City, there's the Vessel. You imagine grinding on the Vessel and like having like certain areas where you can like just like, you know, like a ramp on top of it. Like it would be absolutely absurd. But or like the Vessel itself, but like in construction, so that way we can use like support beams and things of that nature, like all over the place. Like that would be a real creative spot that I think that would be awesome. I think the Louvre would be awesome, like to have the Louvre as an area. I don't know if do keep in mind if any of these locations, the Vessel obviously not, but if any of these locations that I think of just right now are already part of it, then I apologize. But the Louvre, have like being able to grind or get on top of or get inside the Louvre would be awesome. Like the Louvre obviously in France, and just like a little bit more broader. Like I think they could obviously get real creative and have like these little open world sections in a Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 6 that might not be like in and again, you have the benefit, and this is what I never understand about video game companies. You guys have the benefit of learning from the past. You've seen what works, you've read the reviews, you see what doesn't work. I would never understand why, hey, let's retread the same old ground and like kind of make the same mistakes. Like that should never be the case. Use the past as a point of reference. You know what works in American Wasteland, you know what works in Underground 2, you know what worked in Project 8, I think that was the last really good one. Use all of that and make a supreme Tony Hawk's title, like I would say like Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. You can make a Tony Hawk experience type title known as Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 6 and make it so great that you would just add content, add DLC and like brand new maps. And you can have this, because I know Activision, all they care about is money. So it's like at the end of the day, you can progressively release content with like within a year, kind of like via a Game Pass or something along those lines, if that's what they want to do. Oh, brand new map this year, brand new challenges. We're gonna do that. We have celebrity cameos to as special characters that you can unlock in your little Game Pass model and things of that nature. I can definitely just off of just pure like just the way my brain works, I could definitely see somebody grabbing Tony Hawk's and turning it into a live service and having it be completely phenomenal if they dedicate their time to making the title right in the first place. Now, I wouldn't like that. I again prefer a 3 and a 4 remake. That's just me. But I'm gonna hand it off to you guys. And that is it for today, guys. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed the video, and again, this is just a conversation. That's why it's called Wombo Convo. What would you guys like to see? Would you guys like to get a brand new live service-y Tony Hawk's, which I would be so down for, a brand new live service-y Tony Hawk? Or would you rather have a new remake for Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 4? Let me know down in the comment section down below. But as always, you guys, if you enjoyed the video, hit the like button. If you're new here and you want to see more content like this, hit the subscribe button. And as always, I'm your host, Mike Fury. It has been a complete pleasure. We are 25 subscribers away from 500. I am so hyped and I am thankful. Thank you guys so much. But until next time, Mike off. I think I just hit my eyeball, god damn.